The flow is back, I spoke it's facts, no holding back. I'm dope, I'm crack, I am the best, and you know the rest is cap. I'll blow the back out your bitch, your hoe is whack. You the type of guy to throw $1 at her. I'm the type to fucking pop my collar at her. They say she belongs to the streets, but you too pussy to go in the streets and holler at her. Internet niggas be mean as shit. They be typing all the hate behind the screens and shit. Talk tough, picture that like a meme, but when I see them in the street, they be like, man, I ain't mean that shit. Okay. You tryna be known, nigga. I'm tryna be left alone, nigga. Ain't tryna be online with you talking about nothing and wasting time. I'm a grown nigga. They take my kindness for weakness, always I gotta speak this realness, see I'm a genius, nigga, I never sneak this, I'm just leaving them speechless, cause these niggas is fake, I'm spitting truth, they gotta eat this. Let's go! I've always been gorgeous, your girl always adored this. They say you're nobody's perfect, call me a nobody because I'm flawless. I'ma keep spitting, man, fuck a chorus, can't give up my heart, it's locked in storage. I grew up on Aki and Saltfish. New York nigga ain't never been to Secaucus. You talk shit, I talk more shit. Miss me with the horse shit. All these bitches on horse shit. Y'all trying to ignore it. Your swagger is Norbit. Y'all niggas my sons. That's why you support abortion. Y'all niggas be courting bitches. They just do what I said. You gave her your bread, she gave me your bread. She ain't pay your bills, she paid me instead. She ain't suck your dick, she gave me your head. You know how you could tell that I'm winning? Cause haters don't hate losers, they love how I'm living. This open shit got you thinking that you could grope my chick, but niggas ain't got enough game to fuck with my women. Listen, I fuck your bitch right in front your kids. I'ma suck my dick while she drunk with my kids, and I touch her tits, and I'll choke that whore while she's on the floor, and she begs for more. Pick up your bitch, then I'll make you watch while I smash her box, and she grabs my cock, put it down her throat, and she starts to choke, and you stare in shock, and you hope it stops cause it makes you sick, and you can't take it, but she can't take dick cause I make her hot. I'm so disrespectful cause they ain't show respect when they know respect's due. I'm so disrespectful, cause they ain't show respect when they know respect's due. I'm so disrespectful, cause they ain't show respect when they know respect's due. I'm so disrespectful. Show respect, motherfucker.
What's up, what's up? What's good, what's good, what's good? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What's good? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? Hold on, I'm trying to get this fucking Skype working or set correct. Okay, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Soulmonger, Dre in the building. Shout out to Zati. What's good? Unique 79 in the motherfucking building. What's going on? K-Zaggin 20 in the motherfucking building. What's up? What's up? Hold on, let me fuck with my mic. This shit is loud and soft at the same time. Shout out to my dude Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. What's going on, fam? Appreciate you. What else we got up in here? Shout out to Monogamous Player, Ronnie Granades, Ducalex. What's good? Anthony W. Respect the Truth. El Barrio, Out of the Mud. Was good? Miami Soldier. Dan is in the building. Certified Tyrone, man. Shout out to everybody. Tim, Jay Kaiser, Kelly Moore is in the motherfucking building. Louisa, what's going on? Shout out to Bessie. What's good? What's good? So before we start today, guys, you know, I gotta remind you guys that the Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership is going the fuck up. Okay, so understand that it's going up by next year. So I want you guys to make sure that you get up on the Bad Boy membership. Now, before I get into anything, let's show you guys what's on the Bad Boy membership again for this month, if you forgot.
This month on the Bad Boy membership, you're going to get the program Charge Her to the Game, 10 Reasons Why You Should Never See Her Again. In this program, I give you 10 scenarios that you might encounter when dealing with women. This program will let you know exactly when you need to charge a chick to the game and never look back. So make sure you go to badboymembership.com right now so you can check out this program plus over 100 other audio and video dating advice tutorials. Go to badboymembership.com today.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com.
So, shout out to everybody in the chats. Shout out to everybody in the building. So today's topic, this is more important than a woman's love. That's the name of the topic is today. I want to tell you guys what is more important than a woman's love, okay? Because a lot of guys want to, get love. You feel what I'm saying? They're like, I need a chick to love me. I care about her caring about me. I care about, all of these things going down. Now, what I want you guys to understand is that if a woman loves you, that's cool. Ain't no wrong with that, right? But what I want to tell you is what is actually more important than a woman's love. And what is more important than a woman's love is a woman's ability to be consistent with doing what you want. That is more important than her love. A woman's ability to be consistent with doing what you want, right? So basically what that means is that when a woman is doing what you want, right? What that means is that she is about your program. And she's about your program because she wants to stay in your life. She wants to stay in your situation. So a lot of guys are worried about, if a woman cares, if a woman, is like, really loving you, and that's cool. But understand what's more important is she actually doing the things that you wanted to do. Now, the reason why is this, right? Is because a woman could love you, but also not be doing the things you wanted to do. I'm going to say that again. A woman could love you, but also not be doing the things that you wanted to do. So what you have to understand is that if you're dealing with a woman and she's not doing what you want her to do, what you need her to do in the situation in order for you to enjoy yourself, then at the end of the day, there really is no point in being with her. You understand that? There really is no point in actually being with her. Because what happens when it comes to a relationship, right, is that it's a give and take. So you're giving her something, right? And then you're taking something from her. Right? And she's giving you something and you're taking something from. So it's a back and forth thing, right? So you're giving, she's taking, you're giving, is going back and forth, right? And so if this woman isn't giving you what you want, then there's really no reason for you to really be dealing with her. Shout out to K. Zach. He said a woman doesn't need to love you to consistently do what you want. When she respects and admires you, she will adhere to your program. That's a fact. Exactly. And that's the thing. And this is what I want you guys to understand. See, what's going to happen is if you actually love a woman, like let's say you got a girlfriend, you got a wife, a chick that you love or whatever it is like that, right? You're going to want to, you'll care about her. And most likely she cares about you. You love her, she loves you, right? But what you have to understand is that even though that's the case, even though you love her, you cannot continue to deal with her if things aren't going the way you want it to go. Because if it's not going the way you want it to go, then essentially what you're doing is that you're disrespecting yourself in order to keep the relationship going. That means you care more about being in a relationship than you care about yourself. Because a lot of people are scared to be by themselves. You understand? They're scared to be by themselves. And so what happens is that sometimes what will happen is you will sacrifice your own happiness, your own sense of well-being, because you want to keep the woman around. And so what you have to understand is that when you're doing that, what you do is that you disrespect yourself. And what I want you guys to understand is that you don't want to be in situations where you're actually disrespecting yourself, because when you disrespect yourself, what it does is that it lowers your self-esteem. So what happens is when you're dealing with a woman, you say, hey, look, I want A, B, and C to be happening. And she should be doing A, B, and C. But guess what? Her doing A, B, and C should be her wanting to also do A, B, and C. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like you're forcing her to do A, B, and C. It's not like you're telling her, yo, you got to do A, B, and C, and you're yelling at her to do this. No, this is something she must willingly want to do. But then when you realize that a woman is not doing that, she's not doing A, B, and C, there is no reason for you to be there. See, you being in the situation with the woman has to be purposeful. There has to be a purpose as to why this is happening, why y'all are interacting with each other. If there's no purpose, there's no reason for y'all to be interacting with each other. Like, what's the point of y'all being together and dealing with each other if she's not doing what you want on a consistent basis? Because if she's not doing what you want on a consistent basis, you are not getting a benefit out of this situation. And every woman that you deal with, there's supposed to be a benefit as to why you're dealing with her. You understand? Some guys will strictly be with a woman just because they're scared to not be with her. I'm gonna say it again. Some guys are with the woman because they're scared not to be with the woman. And that's the main reason why they're with her. So the woman might not be adding any type of value that they want, right? And they're just sticking around because they're scared to be without the woman. And see, it has to be value that you want. Because see, sometimes what will happen is you'll be with a woman and you think just because she's doing a certain thing, that certain thing is okay. Just, well, she's doing something, so I guess I should have her stick around. No, is she doing the things that you require of her to do? Is she doing the things that make your situation with her enjoyable? So again, like I said, a woman could love you. She could love the shit out of you. She could think that you're just this awesome guy, right? But then what happens is that just because she loves you doesn't mean she's going to do the things you want her to do, right? So a woman could actually love you and have love for you and disrespect you. I'm gonna say it again. A woman could love you, have love for you, and still disrespect you. A woman could love you and still not listen to you. A woman could love you and still not follow your instructions. A woman could love you and still not interact with you the way that you want a situation to be. You understand? Shout out to our Renzo. He said he got the same arcade joint. That's the arcade joints be fire. You feel what I'm saying? Real shit. Real shit. But you got to understand that just because a woman loves you doesn't mean she's doing the most important thing, which is she needs to be doing the things you want her to do because that's how you enjoy the relationship. It's just like, imagine you went to McDonald's, right? And you said, listen, I want 2 cheeseburgers, large fries, and a Coke. And McDonald's says, well, Actually, how about we give you a Big Mac? Right? You're gonna be like, what the fuck? I wanted the 2 cheeseburger meal, nigga. What the fuck you tell me about this Big Mac shit? I'm here because I want the 2 cheeseburger meal. If I do not get the 2 cheeseburger meal, I don't want to be here. There's no purpose for me being here because I'm not getting what I want. So just because you give me food, right, doesn't mean that I'm getting what I want. What I want is this specific thing. And if I'm not getting this specific thing, then I don't need to be here. You understand? Is that simple? Are you saying that a woman can love you and not respect you? Absolutely. Absolutely. A woman could love you and not respect you. Just because a woman loves you does not mean she respects you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like, for example, a woman might, like, hit you over the head with a frying pan because she's upset. You understand what I'm saying? But she hit you over the head because she got all emotional about some shit. But she still loves you, though. But if she respected you, she would never hit you over the head with the frying pan. So respect is better than love, but her actually being consistent and complying is better than love and respect. You understand? Because if she's doing the things that you require, then that's what she's doing. Like, things are happening the way it needs to happen. That's it. That's it. See, if things are happening the way it needs to happen, then everything is flowing smoothly. You understand? Everything's flowing smoothly. So this is why she needs to be doing the things that you want. But see, this is the thing. The thing is, you need to know what you want. You need to know exactly what it is that you want. You need to know exactly how you want your relationship. Because if you don't know what it is, you can't tell her what it is. And if you can't tell her what it is, she can't give you what you want. And then if you're not telling her what you want, she'll give you whatever, and then what she gives you might not be what you want. And you're going to be feeling some type of way. You understand? She's going to be feeling some type of way. Or you're going to be feeling some type of way, I should say. So you got to understand that you have to be very particular and precise on what type of relationship you want. What are the things you require from her? You understand? Because see, this is a very important thing you guys gotta look at, right? This is exactly what I'm about to say because it's very, very important. When you are in a relationship with a woman, especially if it's a situation where it's turning into a woman who's like your girlfriend, long-term type of situation, she's gonna become your wife, whatever the fuck it is, right? Oh, these niggas is killing me. I was about to go in and these niggas is, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna play this trailer real quick and I'm gonna be back.
Everybody has game. The thing is though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than 2 genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only 2 genders. Only 2 genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shit,
Just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't. Seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo. You be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust. They just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, I'm back. Let's get it in. So now, what I was saying before was this, right? Is that if you're in a relationship, long-term situation, girlfriend, you got a fucking wife, whatever the fuck it is, right? What happens is that because you love this woman, because you care about this woman, right? What's going to happen is that there are some times where she's going to do certain things or say certain things, right? That are going to sort of like go against what you want, right? And a lot of times it may be in a sense of first saying, well, you know, I feel this way about this and I feel this way about that. And could we change this? And could we switch that up? And maybe we could do this a little different. Like there might be times where she may say that. And the reason why she's saying this is because whenever you get into a long-term relationship with a woman, girlfriend, girl you've been dating for a long time, wife or whatever, when you get into these relationships, the woman gets comfortable. When a woman gets comfortable, right, that's when she sometimes takes the situation for granted. All right, let me tell you some real life shit. This is why a lot of relationships go ridiculous and go off, go straight, right? See, when you first get with a girl, right? Let's say your first date and your first hooking up or whatever, there's some uncertainty in that situation. Because she doesn't know if you're going to call her back. She doesn't know if you like her like that or whatever, right? But as time goes on and things get more consistent, and then you make this woman your girlfriend, right? There's a small part of her that says, I've arrived. I can relax now. I can chill. Then what happens is that because this goes down, this is when she feels as if she can kick her feet up. You understand? So when she metaphorically kicks her feet up, a lot of times she puts her foot on the coffee table, right? And then she kicks over the fucking coffee, the fucking newspaper, whatever's on the table, right? But that's your shit. That's the shit you already had in place. And she puts her feet up and she kicks it off because she's like, but I'm comfortable like this. Can we just keep it like this? Can I just keep my feet up here? And because you love her, and because you care about her, and because you know that she's gonna feel some type of way if you tell her to put her feet off the table, you sort of be like, all right, you could keep your feet on the table for a little bit longer. You understand what I'm saying? This is what happens. But the reason why she kicked her feet up was because she's comfortable. And the reason you just let it, be what it is because you're also comfortable. You see, usually when a man gets comfortable, he just wants to chill. He doesn't want to like fucking, deal with a bunch of shit. He's like, yo, let's just chill and do what we do. When a woman gets comfortable, right? She's subconsciously looking to disrupt. You understand? Because what happens is that a woman's comfortability generally is chaos. A man's comfortability is order. I'm saying it again. A woman's comfortability is chaos. A man's comfortability is order. You understand? So your job as a man is to keep chaos, to keep order within the chaos, I should say, right? So that's what happens. You're supposed to take the chaos and create order. So what happens is that when you first met her, right? She's chaotic. You've upgraded her. You trained her, right? And now what happens is that there's some order there. But now that there's some order, the woman is a little comfortable because she's like, well, everything's cool, but I miss a little bit of that chaos. And she's more comfortable in the chaos than the order. Because what happens is that she wants order, but the order is the goal. The journey is turning the chaos to the order. But once she has the order, it's like, okay, now we need some more chaos. It's just like, for example, when you, and shout out to Steve Dedeen, he talks about the puzzle pieces, right? When you take the puzzle pieces and you throw it on the fucking table, right? It's chaotic. It's all over the place. Then when you put the puzzle together, it's order. But now that it's together, there's nothing really else to do except for take it apart and make it chaotic again. And that's what happens in a relationship. When a woman gets into a relationship, she's in a situation where there's order, and then she has to make it chaotic again. This is why women don't like nice guys, because nice guys equal boredom. You feel what I'm saying? And the boredom is like, well, there's nothing to do here. I need some chaos. But see, you as a man, your job is to maintain order on a consistent basis. You understand? But what women will do is that in certain situations, they'll try to throw in a little bit of chaos here and there because they feel they need that. But you still have to bring them back to order. But see, the thing is this. Your order has to be so fucking tight that she wants to dabble in only the little bit of chaos she does within the order, because she doesn't want to go get kicked out of the order to actually have to deal with the chaos outside. Because the chaos outside, it's a lot. It's crazy. It's a lot. So she would rather have the chaos within the structure of your order than to have the chaos without your order, because your order is still attractive. But you still have to understand that there's a little bit of chaos that needs to happen within the situation with women generally. See, guys who don't understand this, they think that there's something wrong with women, but what happens is it's not anything wrong with the woman. It's just that you might not have understood that this is how women are. CK Zach said, this is why male leadership, consistency, and structure is so important. Your order as a man tames a woman's chaos. That's a fact. That's real shit. That's real shit. That's real fucking shit. That's real shit. So you got to understand that that's how it goes down. So this is why I said what's important is that the woman, right, is that she understands that she needs to make sure that she's consistent with giving you what you want so that she can stay within the order that you created, right? But understand her staying in that order, right? That she's going to create some chaos at some point because that's just how they do. It's just like, see, the reason why this happens is because women, right? they'll get emotional, right? They'll get emotional about certain things. And the things that they get emotional about a lot of times are based off of just what they feel and not actually what is in certain situations. You understand? It's what they feel has happened or how they feel about what has happened, but not necessarily what is actually happening in a lot of cases. Now, in some cases, it could be what happened, but a lot of times it's how they feel about what happened. You understand? And so this is where a lot of the chaos comes in, because sometimes there actually, in reality, is nothing going on, but her perception is there is something wrong going on. You understand? In her reality, her perception is that there's something going on wrong. It's just like, for example, like I'll give you a stupid ass example that actually happens sometimes. Think about a guy who has a girlfriend. The girlfriend has a dream that her boyfriend cheated on her. So she wakes up out the dream and is mad at her boyfriend in real life for cheating on her in her dream. So she's creating chaos over something that actually didn't fucking happen in reality, or in her waking life, I should say. It happened in her dream. Now she's feeling some type of way about something that happened in her dream, and her boyfriend had nothing to do with that. So she's creating chaos over something that actually didn't happen in her waking life. You see what I'm saying? But check this out. That woman loves that man. So is love really that important? Or is it important, or is it more important for her to chill the fuck out? Is it more important for her to do what you say? You understand? Is it more important for her to follow your lead than for her to be loving you right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear, like, that's the thing where that type of crazy shit happens. You said, so how do we insert some chaos? No, you don't, Zeta Goat. You're not supposed to insert chaos. You understand? You're supposed to create order. Men are not supposed to insert chaos. You understand? Your shit is order. Your shit is supposed to be basically you letting the woman know how things are supposed to go. Because she's going to be chaotic on her own. Your job is to bring her back to the center. You understand? That's what it is. That's your job. Your job is not to create chaos. So the thing is this, you got to understand, the most important thing is that a woman is listening to you on a consistent basis and is doing the things that you require of her to do. Because if she's not doing that, you're wasting time with this woman. Right? Because check this out. You are giving a woman your time, energy, attention, all this other stuff, money sometimes. But if she's not giving you what you want, then basically you're allowing yourself to be taken advantage by the woman. You understand? You are allowing yourself to get taken advantage of by the woman. You see what I mean? Because she's getting what she wants from you, but you're not getting what you want from her. Right? She's basically the person that comes into the bar and says, put it on my tab, but never pays the tab. So you're giving her all these drinks and shit. You're like, yeah, put it on my tab. I'll come back next week. You know me. I'm good for it. and she's just drinking up all the liquor. You understand? She has to be doing something for you, and that something she's doing for you needs to be the thing you need her to do for you. That's what it is. You need to let her know what you want her to do, and she has to do it. If she's not doing that, then there's no reason for y'all to be together. Period. Period. So I don't care if she loves you. She can love you all day. What's love got to do with it? Are you doing the things? You understand what I'm saying? See, my boss could love me, right? And I'm going to take calls in a second. Hold on. I'm going to take some calls in a second. My boss can love me, but the love ain't going to pay the bills. He need to cut the check. McDonald's could love me, but love ain't going to fill my stomach. Give me the fucking cheeseburger. Con Ed could love me, but love ain't going to keep the lights on. You understand what I'm saying? Put the fucking lights on. Right? So what's important is the action, not the love. The love is cool. The love is cool. If you love me, that's great. I'll take that. I appreciate that. I'll take it. You understand what I'm saying? But the important thing is, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's the important part. What are you doing? You understand? So if you're not doing, then the love don't matter. Let me start taking some calls real quick. Let me take some calls. Let's go to 440.
Hello.
What's going on?
I got the Cash App popped up. Can you tell me what the Cash App is? I'm sorry.
Oh shit, I forgot to put the Cash App on. It's just Hashim Smith 1. I'll put it up, but go ahead. You could ask a question. I'll put it up in a second.
Okay, you're confusing me a little bit. I know that one guy was just confused. You said that, but okay, Ricario, well, how the fuck are you supposed to I just sent the money. How are you supposed to if you're gonna maintain order, how you not gonna get it boring to her?
Say that again?
And I know even if you being yourself and maintaining order, you already said that women won't get bored if you being yourself. All right, but what if you how do you maintain order and keep a little bit of chaos in it? You know you gotta put a little bit in it.
No, you don't have to. No. You don't put in any chaos, because chaos is not, chaos is feminine. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to put in any chaos. And you trying to put in chaos is you trying to keep her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is the manliness and the masculinity of you maintaining the order would make her be like, damn, I ain't leaving this shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because understand this. Her being chaotic. Listen, her being chaotic is natural. That's and when I say chaotic, that's not a negative thing. That's just how it is. It's natural for her. But what happens is she yearns order. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So what happens is that if you're the order, then she's gonna want to stick with you, because she's never gonna not be chaotic, because it's in her nature to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, but when you check it and be like, if you don't act like that, you don't do right, I ain't fucking messing with this shit, leave or so, and then she's like, damn, I'm calling him back. I'm about to act. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Right, so you got it?
You don't got to put no chaos in it.
Right, you don't got to put any chaos.
What if you want? Okay, all right, man.
What happened? Go ahead. What was your question?
So you're saying that you shouldn't put no amount of chaos in it, like any type of you don't do none of that.
None, because check this out. This is how it goes. You don't need to see. Let me ask you a question. Why would you want to put chaos in it? Let me ask you that. What would be your point in putting chaos in it?
The point of putting chaos in it was to drive her crazy and make me be on her mind all the time.
To drive her crazy to do what?
To make me on her mind all the time.
So okay, so you think the way to keep her on your mind is to drive her crazy?
Yeah. The roller
Why?
coaster ride. You said it like a.
Why?
Because they like chaos.
No, this is what you got to understand. See, you don't see this is what you got to understand. A woman, right? Okay, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Why do you think women like bad boys?
Because they don't put up with the bullshit, and they got standards about what they're gonna deal with.
Okay, so this is the thing. One of the you're right, but one of the reasons why is because a bad boy does what he wants. Now, because he does what he wants, he's being true to himself, which means he's being in his masculine energy. When a man is in his masculine energy, there are going to be things that are always going to be in direct conflict with feminine energy because it's the opposite of the masculine. So what happens is that she's going to feel some type of way about you being masculine in certain situations. Naturally, that's going to drive her crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Are you following me?
Yeah.
So what I mean is you don't have to manufacture that type of energy. The energy is going to be there by you just being a man. So for example, if I'm saying to a chick, listen, you know, I want you to come through so I can fuck the shit out you, right? But let's say she's thinking, oh, but you know, shit, I want to get to know you more, and all you want to do is fuck me and blah blah blah. I don't like the way you always want to fuck me, and you don't want to do anything else, right? But the thing is, she's still fucking with me, but she feels some type of way about the fact that I'm just trying to fuck her. But if I was not being that way, she wouldn't be attracted to me. You see what I'm saying? So her complaining about me is the same exact thing that makes her and keeps her attracted to me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't have to manufacture that. I didn't have to pretend or add chaos. I'm just doing what I do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's what you're saying.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
You get it?
Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay.
All right. So, anything else?
No, that's it. That makes a lot of sense in what you were saying or whatever. I don't understand how you like. What about when you like spending a lot of time around a girl?
So what about if you do what?
Spending a lot of time around a girl and not keep make them bored.
Oh, so you're saying,
Like,
so you're saying, how do you spend time with a woman, but then how do you also not keep her bored?
Yeah, a long period of time. Yeah.
Right. Well, the thing is, if you're not a boring guy, then she won't be bored. She'll be bored if you're a boring guy. That's the thing. So her being bored is not necessarily just her being with you. It's her being with you, but you are not a dynamic dude. Like if you got shit going on, if you got plans happening, if you got things going on in your life, if you got a certain way that you do things, if you're the type of guy that's moving and shaking, she's never going to be bored with you because you're an excited motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? But if you was a boring guy from the beginning, then yeah, she'll be bored with you because you're just a boring guy. You see what I'm saying? But you trying to do things to not be boring is the thing that makes you unattractive because you're trying to do something in order to be attractive to her. You get it? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so a lot of the questions that you're asking is coming from a place of a guy who doesn't understand his value in the first place. Because if you're sitting there worried about, well, you know, I don't want to bore her, or what can I do to not bore her? You're already losing because you're worried about what can I do to keep her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You get that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, bro. I got any more questions? Or are you good?
I'm good, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, listen. A lot of guys you know what it is? A lot of guys, they think about this, the pickup artist type of shit. They be like, I gotta do a lot of stuff to try to keep her interested. And I gotta, you know, like push and pull and play hard to get and all that other goofy shit. You don't got to do none of that shit. You just got to understand the dynamics of what happens in different stages of a relationship and know how to maintain it. That's it. I think this is a monogamous player. Monogamous player, what's popping? What's going on, fam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Lucario. I donated yesterday. I called in, but you already dropped the
That's
phone
what's up.
line.
Appreciate it. What's going on? What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes. So much for just in the past few lives, you've been speaking a lot of game about relationships, and that's beneficial for me because there are guys that listen to your channel that are at the level of game where they're in long-term relationships. There's still game that need to be learned within that realm. You see what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, right? And there were just some vital things, some very, very important things that you said that really caught my attention. And the one thing that you said that a lot of people see, this is the reason why I feel like, and me and my girlfriend were just talking about it too, and we were just saying that we just like the fact that we did it. We're doing our relationship our way. Like a lot of people now, like they get into relationships and like it's always about the next thing to do. So it's like, okay, now we're in a relationship. Now we need to get married. Now we need to do this. Now we need to do that, right? And people rush into situations, right? Because you said this. You said that the first date, you're never going to get the same feeling of the first date, right?
Right.
So when you first meet somebody, when you first dating somebody, they seem damn near perfect, right? But then over time, as you stay consistent with somebody and y'all go through the vetting process, you realize that, okay, this person is not perfect or you're not perfect, but y'all are aligned for the situation. So the situation is great, regardless of the imperfectness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is this, right? For example, if I was a guy, and this has happened to me, right? If you rush into a relationship, right, because, oh my God, the vibe is so good or whatever the case may be, right? Then over time, the pet peeves that you might have over time is probably going to make or break the relationship versus if you took your time to get into a relationship, right, with the person, whether you're a man or a woman, right? The small pet peeves is not going to make or break the relationship because there's going to be beneficial factors to the relationship, right? Like, for example, Mr. Lucario, let's just say that you and April and C, you know what I'm saying, respectfully saying, right? Let's just say that her pet peeve is, she low-key don't like the fact that you don't put the toilet seat down, right? But y'all are so aligned to where, like, even though she don't really like that or whatever, it don't bother her. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all have built up that rapport and y'all have built up that consistency. But let's just say that you and her first started dating and you didn't go through the dating process of 12 to 18 months or at least 10 months, and y'all rushed into the relationship, right? Now, of course, when she rushed in, y'all thinking that each other's perfect, but then when y'all start being together, you realize that, damn, okay, this, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you take your time, then a relationship is going to build up the way that you want to build up. And also, if you do the relationship the way you want to do it, and not how society wants you to do it, then you and the woman is going to be beneficial, all right? And then another thing, Mr. And here's the one thing about, and I'm learning this in my relationship, right? Sometimes you and your girlfriend can.
Hold on, your phone sound like it's far away. What happened?
Mr. Clark, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I get you better now. Go ahead.
Okay, my bad. Okay, sometimes with me and my girlfriend, we're very much aligned, right? But at the same time, even though we're very much aligned and we got a foundation that we're going and we build it on that foundation, right? There are still moments to where we realize that we are still unique and different from one another.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you were saying that, sometimes in like just in a, maybe an argument or just a conversation or whatever, right? Or a girl just bring that chaos when you have a steady structure or whatnot, right? That might throw you off because you're thinking that, well, why she feel like this or whatever, right? And she's off it, but then you still on it, low key. You see what I'm saying? But I have to also understand that, okay, sometimes me and my girlfriend might have a different perspective. So I have to realize that she's not me. She's an extension of me, but she's not me. But at the same time, her uniqueness and my uniqueness add together because our similarities work for us, but also our differences work for us too.
Right.
That's why the foundation is building. But I'm glad that you said that because you were saying that as a man, like, don't get bombarded with all of that or whatever the case may be. Just understand, like, rather than react, you was basically saying respond.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the best way to respond as a man is to understand that, okay, maybe my woman just feels like this. Because sometimes me and my girlfriend will have different perspectives, but at the same time, we are still protecting one another. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that don't mean that outside of me, he's still speaking the game that I'm speaking. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though she might have a different outlook, but don't get bombarded with that. But what's your take on that, Mr. Cario?
Yeah, I mean, I think, at the end of the day, what it is that, guys just have to understand that when they're interacting with women, right, they have to understand the emotional component of why women act the way they act. And sometimes it's hard too, because sometimes I forget too. I'll be talking about my wife, my girl, or whatever, and they'll say some shit. I'll be like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, what's going on?
Right.
And so I get caught up in it, and then I have to fall back and say, wait a second. They're just feeling a way about this thing. It's not actually because the way that, like, for example, if I came to you or you came to me, right, and we had an issue about something, we're talking about something that is actually happening and that we want to solve. Period. You understand what I'm saying? That's how men do. So we forget sometimes we're talking to women. So we're thinking they're coming at us the same way as like our boy will come at us, or talking about something that needs to be solved or something that's an actual thing. You see what I mean? When it's not really, it's just how they could be just feeling a way about something. Now, there are times where there are certain things that occur and you're like, okay, cool, we're talking about this and this is valid. But a lot of times it's not anything that is actually valid. It's how they're feeling about whatever is. It's almost like, for example, you could be the type of dude, like, for example, let's say, for example, like you see, I got the video games in the background of the video, right, of this video. So imagine you're the type of person that likes to play video games. You meet your girl for the first time, the girl that you mess with for the first time. She sees that you play video games a lot. She knows you like to play video games a lot. That's what you do. Then let's say y'all been kicking it for a while or whatever, and let's say all of a sudden she becomes your girlfriend within a year, 2 years, whatever it is, right? Then one day she's like, I just feel like, I don't like that you play video games so much. And you're like, what? I'm like, are you really mad at me playing video games when you know that's what I do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you met me this way.
That's just how they feel it in the moment.
Exactly. And that's how they feel it in the moment. Because in the moment, maybe they're like, oh, I want you to spend more time with me, and yada, yada, yada. So the thing is, instead of getting upset at that, you just have to understand that you are talking to a woman, which is why this is what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Is that simple?
Right. That's true. And then also, you basically saying that, just understanding that men, that's why you and Miles always preach on the panel that men and women are different.
Mm-hmm.
That's the drawback of thinking that men and women are equal.
Right.
Because when you're thinking that a woman is equal to a man, then you're going to get confused with how to react to things. You see what I'm saying? How to respond to things.
Exactly.
But at the same time, the differences is what makes a relationship with a woman greater, because, for example, it might be a goal that me and my girlfriend is on, right? And I might be all about the bigger picture of the goal, while she's all about the smaller, minor, specific details.
Exactly,
or
right.
vice versa.
Right.
But if we was both all about the bigger picture, all about the smaller details, then we're still missing that other component that's needed.
Right.
And that's why there's a man that's needed in a relationship, and there's a woman that's needed in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? Because it's two different entities doing two different things at one time to create one thing.
Right.
So thank you, Mr. Lucario.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother.
Appreciate the relationship game. I really do.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate it, bro. Mahalo. All right. So, guys, calling number is 646-481-3901 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat, and it will get to your question. You feel what I'm saying? So let's see. Let me see some of these questions real quick. So you said, is it going up in January, February? So what's going to happen is next week, I was going to do it this weekend, but I'm going to do it next week. We're going to have the sale. We're going to have the holiday sale starting next week. And with that sale, you get the Bad Boys. When you join the Bad Boy membership, you're going to get the Ultimate Bad Boy package for free, which is like a bunch of my products for free. Now, what's going to happen is that in January, right, it's still going to be $97 to be on the membership and the Masculine Identity membership. But by the time February comes, it's going to change. So we don't know exactly what day. So it might change like the last week of January, the first week of February, but around that time. So we don't know the exact day yet because we got to put everything together and do all the things. But so that's why I'm saying get on it before January so you can lock in the $97 spot. You feel what I'm saying? It says, how many times does a woman have to not do what I want her to do before I let her go? Well, this is the thing. If it's a chick that you just met once, you feel what I'm saying? One time, right? Now, if it's a woman that you've been with for a while, let's say you've been with her for, let's say 8, 9 months, a year, 2 years, or whatever, you can give her one chance because she's been consistent for a while. So you give her that one chance, let her know, look, this isn't acceptable. I don't like this. We got to switch this up. This can't go down. Then if she fucks up again, then you get rid of her. You understand? Now, if you've been in a long-term relationship, meaning like 2, 3, 4 years, this is your wife, girlfriend, or whatever it is like that, right? In those relationships, there's a little bit more complexities in there because let's say, for example, you might have kids, you might live together. There's like all these different things. But even in those relationships, right, you still need to make sure and maintain order. This is why you do the vetting process. This is why you don't make a woman your girl till you've been with each other for at least a year, because you want to nip in the bud the bullshit. Because if the bullshit happens, then she shouldn't even get to girlfriend or wife status. So now there has to be a baseline of respect there, right? So a woman needs to have a certain baseline of respect for you. And, the cooperation needs to be there, all that other stuff, for her to even be girlfriend or wife. And then when she's girlfriend or wife, remember, there's going to be times where she gets comfortable. And then that's where a little bit of the chaos comes in. And then you have to make sure you maintain order. And sometimes chaos isn't necessarily her disrespecting you. Chaos can just be her being emotional about something. And then you have to manage that and maintain that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Just Brian said, would you say a successful relationship is about growth, respect, and satisfying / enjoyable experiences, regardless of the length of the relationship? Yes, exactly. See, the thing is that you want to enjoy the experiences you have in relationships, regardless of the length, because some relationships you're going to have might last a day. Some relationships might last, a year, 2 years, 10 years. But whatever the length, you want to make sure that, you're enjoying yourself in the situation. You feel what I mean? K-Zach said, I think the problem is that dudes don't establish consequences. They just bark at chicks about the same issues. I agree. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I definitely agree. Let me get some more of these questions real quick. Are you saying a woman can love you and not respect? Oh yeah, we already did that one. Yeah, definitely. If I want to kiss a woman until the ball drops when 2020 is almost over, what? Is that even a question, bro? Come on, you need to have some better questions than this. Stop it. What would be the best response to a woman saying she needs to build a connection before sex? Well, understand that she's not really feeling you. The response is, listen, you have my number. Hit me back when you're ready to get it going. Because remember, when a woman is sexually attracted to a man, there's no connection that needs to be built and none of that because she wants it to happen. Women say that to guys they're not really sexually attracted to. You understand? Connections don't need to be built for sex to happen. All that needs to happen is sexual attraction. And if there needs to be a connection being built, that means that she is not all the way interested in you. You understand? Remember, you have to compensate more the less sexually attracted she is to you. So if you want sex to happen and a girl says, well, you got to take me out on 3 dates, that means you have to compensate because she's not sexually attracted to you. She says, well, I might fuck him, but you need to do this, this, and that in order for me to fuck you. That means that there needs to be some compensation. There needs to be something extra that she needs in order to want to do you. You understand? That's all it means. Anytime you need to do something extra for sex, that means she's not that sexually attracted to you. It's that simple. So this is why, for example, all of these passport bros, all these guys that's going overseas, they got to do extra shit to get women. You understand what I'm saying? Like a nigga got to be a whole American for the chick to want to fuck with him. You understand what I'm saying? The nigga need to be from a whole nother country for her to give a shit. She's like, listen, the only reason I'm fucking with you is because you're not from around here. Like you had to fly here for me to give a fuck. Because I figure you got money, you from a better place than me. So listen, I'll fuck with you. But she's not fucking with him off the strength of who he is. He had to be about some extra shit. This is the same thing with money. It's the same thing with status. All these dudes talking about, yo, you can get status. You can get girls by having status. You can get girls by having money. Yeah, you can. But guess what? That's because you're compensating because she doesn't really like you for you. It's that simple. She don't like you for you. And because she don't like you for you, you have to do something extra. You understand? You got to do something extra. That's what it is. Let me see what other questions we have here. It says, would this be considered giving her occasional roller coaster of emotions? What is the thing? Like I said, like I was saying to the other caller, you do not need to do anything but be yourself, and a woman will be on an emotional roller coaster if you're actually being yourself. You understand? Like if you're actually being yourself, you're being a man, she's going to be on an emotional roller coaster. Why? Because your masculinity, there are parts of your masculinity that will piss her off. Period. It's funny because a woman is attracted to you because you're masculine, but she's also frustrated by your masculinity. You understand? This is why women like to toy with guys who are weak and who are beta males. Because the weak beta male doesn't necessarily piss her off or get her frustrated in a sense because he's not very direct. He's not like a my way or the highway kind of guy. He's I'm a get along and go along with what you do type of guy. So she'll play around with him and she'll feel comfortable around him to play around with him because she is in the leadership position with a beta male. But if you're like an alpha dude, if you're a masculine guy, if you're a dominant dude, what frustrates her is that she can't control you. But the fact that she can't control you is the thing that makes her attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that she can't control you is the thing that's going to put her on that emotional roller coaster. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to try to do anything. Just be yourself. She'll be like, oh, can we go see that movie? Nah, I ain't trying to see that movie. That shit look whack. You see what I'm saying? Well, why don't you want to see that movie? Because I think it's whack. I'm not seeing that shit. The shit is garbage. You're going to go see this other movie. Oh, my God, you're such an asshole. Yeah, whatever. Just get in the car so we can go to see this movie. You see what I'm saying? So because you honestly don't want to see the fucking movie, you're just being real and letting her know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So let me go to 513. 513 was popping. Who this?
What's up, Lucario? How you doing?
Chilling. What's going on, fam?
Not much, man. From Cincinnati.
Oh, what's good,
yes,
bro?
I did $5.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
Yeah, my question to you, since we're on this subject of what you were saying, I was watching some Kevin Samuels episodes, and I want to know, with all these women calling in to the show about wanting high value men, what was that all about? Because what you were saying, like if women see your masculinity, what is up with all these women wanting a high value man?
Well, that's the thing you got to understand is that on Kevin Samuel's show, right? You have to understand that he had women who was calling in talking about the ideal guy, right? That they want. But mainly what they were talking about really was a guy in a certain position financially, a guy of a certain status and stuff like that, right? Well, see, what a woman actually wants, what most women really, really want, is they want a guy who they're sexually attracted to and he has resources. You understand what I'm saying? Right. But usually what women can get is either one or the other. They can get a guy who they're sexually attracted to who maybe doesn't have resources like that, but they're sexually attracted to him, so they have sex with him. Or they get a guy who has resources, but he's not really that sexually attractive, so they'll just settle for that guy because he can protect and provide and, give her some shit, right? What they want is a guy who has both, meaning he's sexually attractive and he has resources. The problem is that's usually the top guy. And the top guy has the most options. And what happens is that the top guy, since he has the most options, he's the hardest to get. And most women are not going to be able to get that top guy because they don't have the type of game in order to get that top guy. You understand? A lot of times women generally have to know how to share the top guy. Because usually the top guy ain't just going to be with one chick in most cases.
Right. True. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. I noticed that. It's like, wait a minute. Like, there's only those guys. There's not that many guys in the world that can do all that. And it's like, why just go for a guy that, like you said, that they're genuinely attracted to? Wouldn't that be a lot more better options instead of going for this high value man?
Right, but also remember, it's a show. So what women are saying is women are talking about their ideal type. So a lot of guys get confused where, like for example, if you was on the show or guys were on the show and they were asking guys, so what type of chick would you want to be with? Do you want like a baddie, like a 10? Most guys are gonna say, hell fucking yeah. I want an Instagram model with a fatty and she looked like this and she got big titties, and they're gonna say all that shit. So they're talking about the fantasy person doesn't mean they can get that person. It's the same thing with women. Women talk all the shit about what they want, doesn't mean they're able to get those guys. They can get those guys to fuck them, doesn't mean they can get those guys to wife them. You see what I'm saying? Which is two totally different things. You see what I mean?
Yeah. You are correct. And he did talk about that once again. I'm not a Kevin Samuels fanboy or whatever, but he did talk about that, and it did confuse the women though. So, but that's what some of them realize that, but some of them are like, whatever, right?
Right, but that's the show. That's what I'm saying. It's Kevin Samuels was for entertainment. It wasn't like real life shit. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? Like his show was entertaining because it's talking about something that's not really an issue in reality. Like you see what I'm saying? Like a lot of those women, they're not going to actually get the guys that they're talking about wanting to get. You see what I'm saying? Right. The guys that he's talking, and also too, part of it too is this. A lot of what Kevin Samuels was talking about mostly were like high earning beta males, if we're going to be honest. You see what I'm saying? So if you're talking about a guy with 6 figures, all that other shit, that's a guy who's a high earning beta male. You see what I mean? It's a guy who has resources, but he ain't got no fucking game. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. So you could be that guy who has money, who has status, but your game sucks, meaning that you don't know how to maintain a woman. You don't know how to deal with a chick. You don't know how to actually, interact with a woman and get shit going off the strength of you. So what happens is that, see, what a lot of these women are talking about, right, is they're also talking about what's socially acceptable. So what women are not going to usually say is they're not going to get on there and say, hey, I want a guy with a big fucking dick who could fuck the shit out of me and who could also, take care. They're not going to say that. They're just going to say, I want a guy who earns a lot of money and who's going to be able to provide for a family. Because that sounds nice. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it sounds nice. So that's what you're going to hear mostly. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, cool.
Right.
All right, man. Thanks. Appreciate you.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So, guys, caller number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. So make sure y'all hit that number and get that shit cracking. Hold on. Let me see if we got any more questions here. Let me see about some more of these questions. So this one says, are bitches stupid enough to actually be mad over a dream? Yes. This is what, listen, remember, when a woman is feeling something, right? It's real to her. You understand? No matter how nonsensical it seems, the feeling is the most important part. You see what I'm saying? Because, see, it doesn't matter what you say. A woman, the way she feels about something, right? That's that's the end all be all for her, even though it doesn't make any sense. You see what I mean? Like, you could be like, listen, it's a fact that water, comes in Poland Spring bottles or some shit, right? And then one day she just, for whatever reason, might feel some type of way about that. And you're like, well, what do you want me to do about that? There's nothing I can do. The water comes in those bottles. But she feels upset about it for some reason because she wanted to be in another type of bottle, or this bottle's too big or it's too small, or I wish the water was in this other bottle. And you see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that once you understand that's part of it, once you understand that that's how women generally operate, then you can accept that and not be mad at it. See, a lot of you guys get frustrated because you want women to not be women. You understand? That is just, women are just women. And of course, there's exceptions to the rule, but that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, man. He said, oh, so the nice guys are boring because they go along with whatever we spark their emotions because we have structures they have to deal with, which makes them feel some type of way, aka chaos. Yes, exactly. So what I'm saying to you guys is a lot of you guys come from like the idea of the pickup artist, where y'all think that, you have to do some sort of like magic tricks or some back and forth weird shit with a woman in order to keep her interested. You got to play these games to keep a woman interested, keep her on her toes. You don't got to do all of that shit. If you're yourself 100%, right? She is going to feel that friction. This is why we call it sexual tension. When I say build sexual tension. See, there's tension between you and her because that masculine energy you're bringing to the situation, right, makes her feel something. It's like, oh shit's about to go down. He's being very assertive, very aggressive. Oh my goodness, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm excited. I don't know what's gonna go down. I don't know what's gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on, is this Monogamous Player again? Hold on.
You. Yeah, yes, what's up, Mr. Lucario?
What else? What's poppin'?
Again.
What's going on?
Nah. This is what you were just specifically saying. I just wanted to just give a funny example about that, right? You know what I'm saying? Just stemming from my mom and my dad, right?
Right.
So, Yeah, so of course, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, when I was a kid and my dad was younger and whatever, right? He probably was still learning game. My mom and my dad, they always loved each other. They always built with each other. But sometimes shit would be chaotic because, sometimes my mom would feel a certain type of way, and maybe back then my dad he didn't know how to respond to it. So at times he would react to it, and then all of a sudden they fighting or whatever the case may be, and it would have me confused because the next day everything is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I went to school with the emotion of whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? But then now, as my dad gotten older, because I guess he didn't, understand my mom even more, then he much more of a laid back type of dude. Now when because my mom even told me, she was like, your dad don't argue with me no more, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes I just need him to just do it, right? So she'll go and create an argument with him based on how she feels. And I've literally just watched him. I've literally seen my dad do this multiple times. Just light a cigarette and just let her get it out.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Like, he just light a cigarette, smoke it, listen to her. See, I don't feel this way because he knows that she's only feeling like that in the moment because he already knows that within an hour or 30 minutes later, my mom is happy again.
Right.
So literally, that's what he does now. Whenever she's tripping, he just look at her, light a cigarette, just let her get it out, and when he let her get it out, he go back to doing what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? So he understands a woman, and he understands his woman, which is my mom. So I just wanted to give that example to what you were saying.
Nah, that's some real shit. See, that whole thing of just letting her get her shit off, that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a situation where she's not disrespecting you or she's not being all crazy or whatever towards you, it is what it is. And you guys just have to understand, listen, it's again, because you care about the woman and you're in a relationship,
right?
And you want to. Sometimes what happens is that because you love the chick, you understand, you want to see or make sure or feel as if she loves you too. So sometimes she may say something or do something or feel some type of way that makes you feel as if she don't care or she got some type of issue. And then you take that to heart. But then you forget that the reason why she's acting that way or being that way is because she's emotional at that moment. You see what I'm saying?
And guess what, Mr. Lucario?
Right.
And I'm glad that you said that, Mr. Lucario, because even to my dad, right? Of course, he could have got bombarded in thinking that my mom's emotions is true, right?
Right.
But he understands that even though she's arguing, not even arguing, even though she's getting all this emotion off her chest, she's still cooking. Right. She's still doing what she's supposed to do. She's still my wife.
Right.
And she, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that she's supposed to do in a relationship is still happening. She's just having a moment.
Right.
So he always sees the big picture and how I view him and how he reacts to the situation.
Right. That's real shit.
That's all I wanted to say, Mr. Lucario. Thank you.
That's what's up. Appreciate the call, brother. Now that's real shit. Shout out to my dude Steve Dedeen in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Steve Dedeen in the motherfucking building. But yeah, man. But yeah, that's the thing. Guys got to understand that, when you're interacting with women, try your hardest not to take the shit personally, especially when you recognize or realize they're just being emotional about certain things. Because what happens is that sometimes, because we have this instinct to want to protect the chick, make the shit right, and all this other crazy stuff, when the girl is feeling some type of way, we're like, what did we do? She's like, what did I do? What happened? How can I fix this? And so you start feeling some type of way because she's starting to feel some type of way. And what you have to do is you have to take a step back and say, okay, what's the context and where is this sort of vibe or energy coming from as to why she's feeling how she's feeling? Because a lot of times you start taking shit personally, and then that's the thing that starts to get you to, hate the woman. This is why you got a lot of these, guys on the internet talking about MGTOW, Red Pill, SYSBM, Passport Bros, all this other shit where they have a very this sort of energy towards women. And that's because it's coming from the place of not realizing that they're dealing with a woman. You see what I'm saying? It's very, very important to understand what you're dealing with. It's very, very fucking important. So, guys, calling number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. You said I like your Street Fighter arcade game. Where did you get it at? It is Arcade 1UP. That's the one of my favorites. Yes, Arcade 1UP. That's the joint. Yeah, that's the spot. You said, do you think women like BDSM because they're chaos, but it is with structure? It could be. That could be part of it. You never know. That could be part of it. You said, isn't a BH calling you an asshole disrespect? Yes, it is. So what tips can you give on staying focused? But let me rewind to this about it. So if she's calling you an asshole, it depends on the context too. So just because a woman calls you an asshole doesn't necessarily mean it's disrespect. It could be her calling you an asshole in response to her basically recognizing the fact that you're not the type to budge. You feel what I'm saying? So it all depends on the context. You see what I mean? So if you're dealing with a chick and like she's not getting her way, right? And she's like, oh my God, why you got to be such an asshole for, blah, blah, blah. And she's saying it in the context of her throwing a fit because she's not getting your way versus in a context of her basically saying to you, listen, I think you're an asshole. I think you're a piece of shit and fuck you. And you know what I mean? Like that type of shit. So it just all depends on the context. It says, what tips can you give? Like, what tips can you give on staying focused? Well, this is the thing is that one of the things about staying focused is that you have to just be very, like you have to have a desire to achieve a goal. You understand what I'm saying? And when you have the desire, then you say, okay, what do I need to do what I need to do to get to this goal? And that desire is going to get you there. But when you're focused, right, you're able to get there faster because you have the desire to achieve the goal. So staying focused is easier when you have a goal and then you have that desire to achieve that goal. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to have a goal in your situation. Says, what does it mean when a girl says, I need to? Oh yeah, we already did that one. So guys, if you have any questions, put a Q in the chat. If you want to call up, the caller number is 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901. We're going to go probably another 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then we're going to wrap it up. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, in general, guys, remember, when you're dealing with women, right, you got to make sure that you are dealing with a woman who's doing the things that you want to do. You understand? She has to be doing the things you want to do, or else there's no reason to be really fucking with her like that. You say recently you are not romantic, but a man who have game and know the interaction, like you had put a lot of effort for learn. What you know? What I'm confused, Dr. Love. You got to call up. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about with that question, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? You guys have to be very clear with your questions and shit. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be very clear with the questions. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Is that when you guys are dealing with the women, right? You have to pay attention and see if she is giving you the things and doing the things that you want. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Because if you're not paying attention to that, you might continue to be with the woman just to be with her, just because you don't want to lose her. And then when you get into that sort of mindset, you start doing things for the woman. You start being led by her. And that's what causes you to have resentment. That's what causes you to be unhappy in these situations, because you've lost focus on what the situation was and what needed to happen in that situation because you weren't letting her know what needed to be done. So what if a girl's flirt in front of you, charge her to the game? What's the situation? Is that your girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? So you're saying if a girl is not your girlfriend and she flirts in front of you, do you charge her to the game? No, you don't need to charge her to the game. If a girl is not your girl, right? And y'all are not together. Like let's say if I randomly hollered at some chick in a bar, and I started talking to her a little bit, and then 10 minutes later I see her flirt with some other dude, like what the fuck? Why would I care? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would I care? So, you know, I'll just be like, yeah, do what you do. She should be flirting with other guys. I'm not her man. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, I am not her man. She can do what the fuck she wants. You said, is there a live later tonight? No, I mean, not. I'm not doing that. I mean, we have a live, this weekend. On Sunday with the Real Game No Theory. So it's definitely gonna be a live on Sunday. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, if the girl's not your girl, then it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I remember I went on a date with this chick once, and we went to this, like we went to get drinks, and then we went to this other spot like down the block or some shit from the drinks or whatever. And when we got there was these people she knew that was there. So me and her was talking to the people and shit or whatever. And then this other guy that was there that she knew was talking to her. And then I started talking to some other people and shit. You understand? And I assumed, and I think that the dude she was talking to was some dude she was fucking with or had fucked with. And I'm like, yeah, do what you do. And I'm talking to some other chick over here. It's whatever. Like people be like trying to possess motherfuckers and shit. 210, what's popping? Who this?
No, this is Zag, man.
Okay, Zag, what's going on, fam?
No, man, I just wanted to, because the guy asked the question, should he charge a chick to the game because she's flirting? Right. My thing is, if you with a chick and she ain't your girl, she's supposed to always entertain potential suitors.
Exactly.
Okay, I remember, bro, and I'm gonna tell the story. I told it briefly. I think it was on the Real Game No Theory joint last week.
Right.
I remember I got invited to this house party. Mm-hmm. One of my partners there, he was at his homegirl house, so he invited me to this house party.
Right.
And it just so happens that the girl's house it was a chick I was interested in, but her and I never got a chance to conversate.
Right.
So when I walk into the crib, I look at her and I'm like, oh, I remember you, right?
Right.
So her and I started chopping it up because I'm on something. I'm in her crib, so I'm thinking I'm fucking tonight. Like, I'm like, I'm in your crib. I saw you a couple months back. I was interested then. Now I'm in your spot. You getting dick tonight, right? That was my mindset.
Right.
So I'm talking to the babe, and I get a phone call in the middle of me talking to her, and I answer the phone, and it's another chick.
Right.
And this is a babe that I had met a couple of days prior. So I'm literally in front of this chick, setting up a sexual rendezvous with another chick in front of her.
Right.
Right. So now at some point she basically excuses herself from the call. She's like, oh, my bad. You got something going on. So she walks away from me. So I'm on the phone for about 45 seconds. I set up a situation where her and I can link up like the next night or a couple nights after that. So I hang up and I'm talking to, and now we in her crib, mind you.
Right.
So I take her out to the balcony. She lives in a 2-story apartment or she lives on the second floor.
Right.
So I take her out to her balcony so we can, have a private conversation. So I'm basically getting back at her. So that way her and I can fuck that night, which that ended up happening. She ended up kicking everybody out the house.
Right.
And I stay behind, we end up fucking. The point of me telling that story is, even though I met this chick and I'm trying to fuck her, that ain't gonna stop me from setting up other shit with other bitches.
Exactly.
And if she got a problem with that, she got to deal with that. That's not my issue. Man, bro, I've been in nightclubs where I'm literally dancing with a chick, and another chick that's interested in me comes up behind me, and she grinding behind me. So I'm dancing with two chicks, and they don't know each other.
Right.
So I'm trying to toggle two bitches. Like one chick, I think I can fuck. The other chick is a new chick. I don't know if I can fuck her. So I'm trying to, multitask. Like, wait a minute, hold on, girl, hold on. I'm gonna dance with her for a moment. So I'm trying to get her name, figure out what's up with her.
Right.
And my thing is, a lot of guys, they're too afraid to do that because they are afraid they're gonna fuck up a chance to fuck one of the chicks.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, when you gamed up and you confident, you're like, I ain't even worry about it. At the end of the day, I'm fucking one of these chicks.
Right.
I might not both, but I'm fucking one. So either way, I'm gonna do me. I just want guys to understand that these chicks don't owe you. They don't owe you. They don't know you. Just like you don't owe them. You don't know them.
Exactly.
Do you? Don't be tossing other situations to the side because you think this chick won't fuck with you if you don't pay her all the attention in the world.
Right. That's real shit. And a lot of guys, they don't get that, bro. They don't get that, man. I remember I told the story before where I was at this rooftop party with a chick, and I went to the bathroom and shit, and dude started talking to the chick. And when I came out the bathroom, I saw her talking to these two dudes, and I walked right past them. And then I went and talked to this other girl across the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. I'm like, that's not my girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm not her man. So we free to talk to whoever the fuck we want to talk to. It's crazy.
Bro, let me tell you a quick story. This was wild. Let me tell you a real quick story. I know you got to go.
Well, no, you good.
Sometime back, right, I had met this chick, right, and we was chopping it up, and I had met her during the day.
Right.
And I was trying to get with her, and she said, well, later on, I'm going to be out tonight. And I said, well, when you get done hanging out with your girls and shit, I gave her the number. I said, just hit me up.
Right.
Because I didn't want to meet her at no club. I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's like bringing Sam to a beach, to me and shit. So I'm like, well, whenever you get done with your girls, just holler at me. So I end up going to the spot. And that night, I see her walk in with one of my boys and shit. She showed up. Because see, what had happened was, me and a group of niggas was living together. And she had called the crib for me, but I wasn't there.
Right.
So, my niggas being wolves, they was like, so where you know Carrie from? Well, I just met him today. So, y'all ain't fucking or nothing like that. Y'all ain't close. No, I just met him today. What's up, girl? So one of my boys scooped her from me, right? Which was cool. She ain't my chick. So he scooped her. So he ended up bringing her to the spot I was already at.
Right.
So she walked in with him and shit. And, she got on his jacket and all that type of shit. So she see me, right? She wasn't expecting to see me. So she see me. And as soon as that nigga turned his back, she run over to me and started apologizing. And I'm like, hey, nigga, I ain't tripping. I'm like, I said, I ain't tripping. I said, look, cause I called looking for you, but you went. I was like, look, my boy got a mouthpiece. He started talking to you, and you said, fuck it, let me see what he doing. I said, baby girl, I said, I ain't even tripping. I said, go back over there, kicking with that nigga. I'm cool.
Right.
So he saw me and her talking. He get in his feelings and shit. I'm like, nigga, you scooped up from me. I ain't even mad at you, but he got in his feelings.
Right.
So he came yell, give me my jacket back, bitch. He on that type of shit, right? So, and I said I like to say this, even though my boy scooped up for me and she came back over my way, I'll entertain her and give her some dick if she wanted because she ain't my girl.
Right.
It ain't that serious.
Exactly.
Right? But a lot of guys, as soon as a woman shows interest in them, they want to cuff her like, you can't look at nobody else. I don't want you to talk to nobody else but me. And I'm like, no, I want her to be free.
Right.
Do you? And let me just say this. And the reason why that's important, because if all I want to do is fuck, then it makes sense for my actions to exhibit that.
Exactly.
All I want to do is fuck.
That's a fact. That's real shit.
All right, my nigga, I'm going to holler at you.
All right, brother, I'm holler, man. Be safe. Peace. All right. So I think 202 is trying to call up. Call back 202. But yeah, now that's real shit, man. Listen, guys. Understand that when you're fucking with these chicks and this is not your girl, then it's not your girl. You're not together. You don't have no commitment to each other. You understand? Y'all just two people kicking it, seeing what's popping. That's it. So a lot of times people be thinking, as soon as we talking or as soon as I talk to you, that means you're mine now and you can't talk to nobody else. It's like, come on, fam, that's crazy. Oh shit, I got two 202s calling up. Let me we're gonna go 202 Hold on. Last 4 digits is 4673. 4673 is the last 4 digits. What's popping? Who this?
What's up? It's Johnny from Virginia.
What up?
I donated too.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
I had a quick question. I'm curious of your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand like game, like guys like doing it their way, and it's like, that's how you should do it. And a lot of guys that I notice that follow this program of doing it their way, like outside of the bad boys, I would say like Middle Eastern and like African, like their culture is like they come first and the woman is like, second. And I was asking, like, do you agree with their style? I know their style is a little bit more extreme with it. Like, I know how Middle Easterns, they say they don't want their woman to drive. Like, that's something I don't really agree with.
Right.
But like, they kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about like Middle Eastern and like African or like other countries in the world that, like, do you think their style, like, do you think they have the game right, but it's just like a couple of things that's a little off? Or do you feel like they're like 100% on point?
I mean, well, this is the thing. I say this is you gotta so people have their own way of doing shit, and if it works for them, it works for them. The thing though is that no matter what religion or culture or whatever it is that you're in, right? The human being, right? Man or woman wants to be free. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
right.
So what it is that because even in the term human being, it's a human being. What is being? It's just you're being whatever you are. You're doing, and you're doing activities or you're engaging in things that you want to do, right? And that's when you feel the most free and the most happy. So now what happens is that you get the most out of a person when they feel happy and free. You see what I'm saying? So it's one thing when a person is doing something, because of this other thing. Just like, for example, a lot of guys where if they go overseas or, they fuck with a prostitute, like she's fucking you because you're paying her, but she's not fucking you because she wants to. You see what I'm saying? Which is two different things. So yeah, you're still getting, sex, but you're getting sex only because she's getting paid to do it.
Right.
So she's not doing it from wanting to like freely do it. She's doing it because she wants the money. So there's that thing there. So what happens is that a lot of times you might have situations where a man might have a woman in the situation, but she's not fully there because she wants it. Like, it's not a decision based off of desire. It's a decision based off necessity, or it's a decision based off of feeling like, well, I have to. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times in those situations, it's not that things can go down the way that they want it. It's just that there's like these conditions on it, and because there's conditions on it, then it's not really a genuine connection or a situation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I was just always curious about that. And like, now I definitely do see that point. But like you mentioned before, people, whatever works for other people, they do it their way. But like, people do want to be free, women as well. And in a lot of situations, sometimes guys try to keep their woman in like a prison. And I don't agree with that, but I mean, I see exactly what you're saying. Like, you're 100% on point. I mean, that's all I have for today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call, brother. All right. So I think the other 202 could call back. I saw you was trying to call in. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, you gotta let people do them. You feel what I'm saying? That's really what it is. When you let people do them, then shit, runs a little smoother. Because they're just in better spirits when they're actually doing the shit, that they want to do. So let's go to the next 202. 202, what's popping? Who's this?
Yes, Mr. Corey, how you doing?
What's going on, fam? What's going on with you?
Yes, I donated.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
Mr. Lucario, I don't have any question, but I really appreciate what you're doing. And one of your program about in the Bad Boy membership that is about the inner game. You know, that was so powerful. Like if your inner game is strong and you're mentally strong, you give yourself value, you know who you are,
right,
and you appreciate yourself. And if your inner game is strong, I think then it's easy for you to handle other things. Like Steve the Dean said that if you don't have a good relationship with your own self, you cannot maintain your relationship with other people. So I just want to say thank you for that program. That was really helpful. You know, and that's the whole reason I called.
That's what's up, man. Well, I appreciate you, bro. I'm glad that you getting some value off the Bad Boy membership, man. Just keep doing your thing, all right, bro?
Thank you so much.
All right, appreciate it. All right. So you're gonna probably go another 15 minutes and we're gonna wrap it up. So if you guys want to call in number 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure, remember, guys, get up on that Bad Boy membership ASAP because the price is going up next year. Okay, remember. Let's go to 512. Hold on one second. Let me get you on the joint real quick. All right, 512. What's popping? Who's this? What's going on?
Yo, what's up? I'm calling from Austin. I'm just calling because man, I had a this funny experience about 2 days ago. I'm not gonna say any names to keep the guilty incognito, but I was hanging out with these like really big time rappers, right? 2 days ago.
Right.
And it's like people that like you wouldn't, like everybody here in the chat would know exactly who I'm talking about. It's a Southern group, big time, huge, right? Huge. I'm hanging out with these dudes. There's these chicks there with us, right?
Right.
They're kind of like lingering around. And, they're dancing all night, all this shit, right? One of the guys goes up to the girl, one of the girls, and was like, yo, what's good? Like, I'm trying to get you back to my spot, all this shit, right?
Right.
And mind you, these are huge names, like huge multi-million-dollar academy motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chains on, all this shit, right?
Right.
The girl looks at him, and she goes, 5,000. That's how much. That's what it would take for him. All night. All night we're chilling, smoking weed, fucking jewelry on, music, like it's a music video.
Right.
But it all fucking ends the second he's like, yo, what's good? Like, it just goes to show that it doesn't matter what you got on, who you think you are. Like, if you have no game or if the chick is not attracted to you,
right,
like, there's no helping it.
Right.
Like, there's no amount of money, no amount of seniority of any type is gonna fucking help you if the chick thinks you're a fucking sucker.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Like shout out to Kizang. He said in the chat, he said women know rappers are tricks. So that's what happens, man. I'm telling you, that happens more often than you think. So it
was fucking funny. You know that song, International Players Anthem,
right?
The UGK,
right?
That shit is. I swear to God, that shit was playing the second the dude is like trying to holler at her. That song is playing in the background, and it was so fucking ironic because the song is literally telling you not to do what you're doing right now.
Right.
Like, there's a fucking background track to your life telling you, like, yo, don't do that shit, what you're doing right now. And he's still like, yo, what's good, blah, 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 blah. And last thing I'll say, right? The whole night we're chilling, real, like, confident vibes, all this shit, right? Like, chest out, everybody got their chest out, jewelry hanging, all this shit, right? This dude, the second the chick was like, oh, it's $5,000, straight, like, his body language straight up, like, his chest caved in a little bit, started fucking playing with his earlobe, like, went and sat down after it. Like, it's funny, man. Like, that situation really, like, it was one of those situations where, like, your eyes were, like, fucking peeled back and you're like, oh, fuck.
Right.
Like, we're all equal in these fucking streets, bro. Like, no matter how many chains you got on, like, hey, we're all either a man or a male.
Right. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But see, that's the thing. A lot of guys, they don't realize this because they, you know, they hear all this shit on the internet and they see certain images and they think that shit is sweet all the time. And it's like, you know, until you know you see this for real, you don't understand what's going on out here, because there's always a balance. Either she's attracted to you sexually and she gonna let it happen, or she's not and you're gonna have to compensate. It's either one of the two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
For
because
sure,
she wasn't
100.
right, because she wasn't really attracted to him like that, then she wanted the money. You see what I'm saying? So that,
Right,
that's
and
really
the
how it
whole
goes.
night, it was 4 chicks, right? And they're all like songs out, like like ass shaking, right? You from an unexperienced eye, you would be like, yo, these chicks are really filling everybody up in here. Like they literally got their ass hanging out, like you like dancing, like showing everything. Like you would really think that, like, yo, they're here to get some dick.
Right.
But
right.
I mean they probably were, but just not from anybody there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Now that's a real shit, man. But you know, I'm glad you called in and let cats know, because they always thinking it's some other shit, you know, like out
It
there.
ain't,
with
man.
that.
It ain't.
Right.
All that
right.
shit is a facade, man. The only fucking game you need fucking comes out of your fucking mouth. That's it.
That's what's up, man. Well, I appreciate the call, brother. All right, I'm out.
Absolutely, man. Have a great day.
All right,
Thank you.
peace. That's what happens, guys. I'm telling you, that's what happens. All right, let me see if there's any more questions, and then we're gonna head up out of here in a second. So this says, is it a no-flight zone for a girl you vetting to be your girl to have guy friends? Well, this is the thing, is that understand, unless the dude's gay, there's no guy friends, really. You know what I'm saying? Like most, or she, like, let's say it's a dude she grew up with for years or whatever. They knew each other for like 30 years or some shit. But usually guy friends are just guys who tried to smash but couldn't. You understand? But you know, again, if you're monogamous, that's gonna have to be something that you're gonna have to deal with. Now, this is the thing, is that, like I said, freedom. If you're really about your game, if you really have some tight game, you'd be like, yeah, go have your guy friends. But then if you find out she do some shit, then you just charge it to the game. You see what I'm saying? Because truthfully, if you're in a situation where you have to stop her from having male friends in order for her to not fuck around on you, then it really don't make sense for y'all to, like, even really be together, to be honest. You see what I'm saying? Because if her being faithful to you is only contingent on the fact that there's no men around, then that's an issue, because there's always going to be men around. You see what I mean? Because no matter what, even if she don't have male friends, there's male coworkers, there's guys, you know, on the street, there's guys at the bar that she went to the girls' night out with a girlfriend or whatever. There's always going to be men around. So you stopping her from having male friends isn't going to stop, you know, guys from trying to get at her. You know what I'm saying? So you're just putting a lot of time and energy into some shit that, you know, ain't really going to do that anyway. If she want to do it, she going to do it. You say you catch your girlfriend cheating in a monogamous situation. Is it wrong to stay with her if you know just because she fucks him, it doesn't mean she cares about him? Or am I a pit stop for her? Hold on, I got to hit you with the button. If you're in a monogamous relationship and your woman is cheating on you, right, you need to drop her immediately. You understand? Because the contract is, we're in a monogamous relationship, so you should not be cheating. You see what I'm saying? So if she's cheating on you, then that means she basically broke the contract. And for you to take her back, what you're saying is, hey, it's okay you did this shit to me. It's okay you did this bad behavior. You understand what I'm saying? That's cool. Don't worry about it. No. See, I actually talk about this in the program, the Charges to the Game program. If a woman cheats on you, you got to charge to the game. You see what I'm saying? You got to charge it to the game. Because if she cheats and you take her back, right? What you're essentially saying is that, you know, it's okay that she did what she did, that you don't have any options, you don't value yourself, and that basically, like, you have really no standard. Because the standard should be, listen, you know, this is the relationship we have. And if you're not going to adhere to what this is, then you can't be here, or I can't be here. You said, should the same go for the other way around? Absolutely. Absolutely. See, guy, I be hearing a lot in the manosphere where guys be talking about, yo, it's okay for a man to cheat. No, it's not. If you cheat, your girl should leave you. Period. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a cheater, your girl should leave. Period. And the reason why she should leave is because you're a fucking coward. Because you don't have the balls to tell her, hey, listen, we're together, and from time to time, I might sleep with other women. Cool? Cool. You don't got the balls to tell her that. But what you're going to tell her is, we're in a monogamous relationship. It's just me and you, baby. And then you're sneaking around cheating on her. You're a coward. It's that simple. You see what I mean? So that's all it is. That's all it is. Let me see what this question says. 3-6 Mafia show, and these girls are taking pictures all night. One of them it says, wait, hold on, what? He said, these girls are taking pictures all night. One of them walks backwards to me, and she's taking pictures and presses her back on my front, drops down, and leaves. Was she choosing? I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. I have no idea what you're talking about. Says, it true when a girl said she doesn't give it up that easily after a small conversation with her? Are certain women different than others? No. When a woman says that she doesn't give it up easily, what she's basically saying is, I don't give it up easily to you. Always add you at the end of the sentence. Always add with you, to you. That's what she means. At what point should you tell her you will see other women from time to time? Right before you get into that relationship. Before she becomes your girlfriend, you tell her that. Let's go to 404, and then we're going to wrap it up in a minute. 404, what's popping? Who this?
What's going on? What?
Yo, what's popping? You sound like you on speakerphone?
No, I got my earphone.
Yeah, take out your earphone. You got to speak directly into the phone because I can't hear you. You sound like you're in the hallway somewhere.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, talk just like that. But what's going on, man?
All right, I got a question. Like, I was at work. I was leaving work, and my manager, she was like, "Hey, what you doing tonight? Got any plans?" And I was like, "Not that I know of." And then she was like, you know, you young guys, y'all, you know, on Friday nights, y'all like to have stuff going. You know, me, I'm old. I like to just stay at the house and chill and stuff. From your perspective, you think she was trying to throw in, like, she was trying to flirt with me, like trying to throw a hint, like trying to set something up or something?
No, she was just having conversation, bro. Has this woman has she ever flirted with you before?
Like, she be like saying little stuff, like, but I never try to go in for a flirt or anything. I don't flirt at work.
Right. So yeah, she's not flirting with you, bro. It's if a woman at work is flirting with you, you would know. She'd make it okay. Very obvious. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So what? Like, it's other girls. She be like, she doing aggressive flirting, like she be trying to like hit and stuff like that. But I be cutting it out. Like,
you said she be trying to do what?
Like, you know how girls be trying to throw them love love hits and stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Kinda
That's not flirt. Let me tell you what flirting at work looks like. If a chick is flirting at work, what she'll do is she'll text you naked pictures of herself. She'll tell you, "Hey, I want you to come by my place after work and fuck me." That's flirting.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like they'll be way more explicit about it. You see what I'm saying? They'll tell you about sexual things they've done.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
Yeah.
They'll make it overtly obvious that they're really trying to get at you. You see what I'm saying? Like when I used to work at this gym, this chick, she was flirting with me, or trying to get at me, and we would do the night shift, and so she comes over to my fucking booth or whatever, and she's telling me like, "Oh yeah, the other day, I gave this dude head in the back locker room over there, and so and I want to do that with you. What you doing tonight? And blah blah blah. Let's go get a drink." Like she's like aggressive with it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's when you know. You see what I mean?
So when girls so like when girls like have like certain attitude, like kind of like be kind of like certain kind of attitude and stuff, that's not flirting, right?
What do you mean like an attitude? What you talking about?
Like all like through like the day when I was like stopping at the store and stuff, like the store lady, she kind of had a little attitude with me, and to myself, I don't know, like she just had an attitude. Like certain girls, they like have a little attitude. And
Like,
I noticed
give me an example. What do you mean? Give me an example.
Like, all right, so like, say for instance, I'm trying to get the key to the bathroom door, and she'd be like, I don't give people the keys to the bathroom and stuff like that, and I just be like, and I have to sit there and be like, please, I just need to use the bathroom. I used it before, or I had got a key before, and then she ended up giving it to me here, and then I end up doing it. So like, I be getting certain like, I be feeling like. So when girls have like attitude, certain kind of like a little attitude, like it's like a shit test attitude or something like that, and then you got to explain to her, you got to correct her, show her like, hey, listen, like,
bro, you gotta stop fucking with hood rats, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's hood rat behavior.
Like but they be young. I think but it be older women too though, so they act like that too. Some older women act like that. It's
Yeah,
like,
but that's still, you can still be an old hood rat.
listen.
It's still hood rat behavior.
Okay, Lucario, listen. So these girls, they act like little girls until you say, until you got to really talk to her and say, hey, ma'am, and do that. And once they hear that ma'am word, they start acting grown. Like they start acting like mature. Like okay, start taking you serious. Then, like you never got that before.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this is all uncooperative, weird ass behavior. That's what I'm saying. So like, what I'm saying is that when a woman's flirting with you, right? What's happening is that she is basically showing you that she's sexually interested in you. That's when she's flirting with you. You see what I mean? So or what she's showing you is that she wants you to talk to her, right? So that you can flirt with her and that there can be something that's going to go down. But if a woman is has an attitude with you, or some girl at your job is like, playing little kitty hitting games with you and all that other stuff, that's just a lot of attention whoring.
Yeah. Like I had this one girl, she ran up behind me and put me in a chokehold. I had grabbed her, and then she just started laughing.
Bro,
yeah, someone down the line ended up smashing her though.
Who's this woman who's this woman that put you in the chokehold?
It's this girl, a coworker. Like I'm walking down the line, I'm getting ready to leave.
Wait, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
How old me? I'm 28.
You 28 and you dealing with a woman who put you in chokeholds?
Yeah. No, this was a couple years ago. That's what made me ask you that question. Like when women flirt, do they get aggressive like that? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I had some encounters like that before.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You dealing with a lot of masculine ass women, bro. Like dealing with chicks giving you attitude, putting you in a chokehold, hitting you. Like, what is going on with you, man? You need to deal with better quality women, my bro. You gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so that's, I guess they how they be flirting and jump. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's how they flirt.
Listen, that's what I'm saying, because you're dealing with hood rats. So what I'm saying is, yeah, if you're dealing with some hood rat type of chicks, you're gonna have that type of aggressive, weird ass energy. You see what I'm saying? So it's the type of women you're dealing with. That you're dealing with those type of women. So that's the type of energy you're gonna get. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So they could be flirting if you're dealing with hood. That's like hood rat ass flirting. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how.
But that's like the game ain't about. It's about like long as you. Never mind. That'd be crazy. Cause I was gonna say like, yeah, you right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just understand that you're dealing with those type of chicks, and that's the type of energy you're getting from those type of women. You feel me? That's all it is.
Yeah.
All right.
But my manager, she didn't get aggressive from that. She kind of lately like I was just asking her, see what she said, what she was trying to lead the conversation to. I kind of cut the conversation short and just walked out.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She not really trying to be about nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? If she was, so what I'm saying is women will flirt aggressively, meaning they're not aggressive, they're flirting aggressively. There's a difference between being aggressive and flirting aggressively. So aggressive is somebody putting you in a chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Flirting aggressively is letting you know that they want to. So that girl who put you in a chokehold,
okay,
right? How many? This is a girl at your job?
Yeah, but look, it was back when I was young. I was like 21.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sound like you was young and she was your age too, right?
No, she was older than me. She was like 25.
Okay, and so how many times do you interact with this girl? You would talk to her every day?
Like, look, after that, she was flirting, and then we walked to the bus stop. We got on the bus one time, and I just started kissing her on the bus. And then she was like, I like you. And she ended up getting a hotel room. She paid for a hotel room, and I smashed in the hotel room, but my shit went limp.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is before she put you in a chokehold, y'all would hang out and talk and all that other stuff on the job, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is already a girl that you've been interacting with. I'm sure y'all were flirting before that. Before she put you in the chokehold, y'all would flirt before that, right?
Yeah, before that, I was like, I told her straight up, I was like, shit, you like, I'm like, you look beautiful. I want to take you look.
So, brother, what are you talking about then?
I said, I don't mean no disrespect, but I want to fuck the shit out of you. And then she like, oh shit. And she left out the break room and told her friend, and they came back last. And then I was like, wait. I was like, I just ain't say nothing else to her because I just took that as I thought she was just like playing, like she wasn't with it. Bruh. So that way I'm getting off the word.
I gotta hit you with it again. Bruh. Yeah. See, you said, we got to end this real quick. You said that you was already flirting with her before the chokehold thing happened, correct?
I basically put my bid in.
Okay, so then you was already flirting with this chick. So it wasn't about a chick randomly giving you a chokehold or some chick you just knew about, and then you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm saying is that you're trying to look at connections through what happened with this woman to what happened to the new chick who your manager is, and seeing if it's the same type of shit. And what I'm telling you is that you was already flirting with the girl from before. Your manager was just making conversation. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all it is, bro.
Oh, okay.
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 All right, man. Okay. But listen, I gotta wrap it up. But I appreciate your call, my brother. I'm a holla. All right. All right, people. That's pretty much it, man. We about to wrap this shit up. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get all the books, programs, for coaching, all that other good shit. Make sure you guys go to Masculine Identity Membership to join the Masculine Identity Membership. And I will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
Yo. These chicks are wild, bro. Like they crazy, man. Listen. I'm just trying to have a good time. And she trying to be on that nasty shit. God damn. When I kick it, I hit chicks, get my dick licked, I get lit, you get pissed with a bitch, you bitch bout what a bitch did. My dick is what the gift is, every day is like Christmas. My chick thick, your chick come with a large drink and a biscuit. These hoes be nasty as fuck, they be wanting it raw. Up in their ass and their pussy and all up in their jaw. I fucked this bitch yesterday, now she begging for more. I met this chick yesterday, what she begging me for? Raw dick, I'm like, nah bitch, she jumped on it. I'm like, oh shit, we can't do that. She's like, screw that. I'm like, jump off it with a condom at. Probably one in my wallet, your wall's lit. Gotta strap up with that hat stuff, then I'm all in when I fall in. These hoes are sick in the head, they be acting so crazy. I just be wanting some head, they be wanting the baby. I sit there scratching my head like what's wrong with this lady? I'm up here shaking my head, I know that hoe is shady. Raw, she wanna get it from me raw. I tell her fuck up out my face. She wanna get it from me raw. I tell her get up out my space. She wanna get it from me raw. I tell her fuck up out my face. She wanna get it from me raw. I tell her get up out my place. No chit chat, no yip yap, she ain't bout that riff rap. She wanna know where that dick at, she wanna know will I hit that. I sit back, this chick raps, her hands round me, get back is what I say, this bitch whack, plus she needs a tic tac. These hoes is crazy as fuck, they be fiending for dick. It be so easy to get, I'm just taking my pick. They wanna kiss me and fuck me, suck me, touch me and lick. But they be trying to fuck raw, I ain't down with that shit. This a hoe, won't diss the hoe. Just about to dismiss a hoe. You the type that'll miss a hoe, even though the hoe make you miserable. I'm the type that'll switch a hoe and then go and get a whole different hoe. Cause she want me all in her hoe without strapping up, she's so difficult. She wanna do me so bad, she's expecting some things. She's trying to act like she's wifey, she's expecting a ring. I don't want nothing to do with her except for a fling. But it ain't going down unless I'm protecting the king. Raw, she wanna get it from me raw. I tell her fuck up out my face. She wanna get it from me raw. I tell her get up out my space. She wanna get it from me raw. I tell her fuck up out my face. She wanna get it from me raw. I tell her get up out my place.